All right, out in the tropics, no issues for us still. We are watching Fred. Fred's a depression this morning heading north. Henri's out in the Atlantic, and Grace is in the Caribbean heading west. So let's start with Fred and what's left of it. It is a depression. It's continuing to weaken, but notice bringing heavy rainfall, some gusty winds to northern parts of Georgia. That'll be spreading up through the Carolinas and parts of Tennessee. So they'll be watching for a flooding threat today, along with isolated tornadoes, especially on this east side. That's usually the main threat with a inland system, tornadoes and flooding. There's the track of it continuing to weaken, and then by tomorrow and going into Wednesday afternoon, it will just be a remnant low. Here's Henri. Henri is just south of Bermuda, a 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm. It's heading west-southwest, not a very big one. Look how small it is. That's going to eventually start to head off towards the west and then hook back to the north and east. So this should move back out into the Atlantic, but we'll get strong at some points, and just something to watch for shipping channels and out towards Bermuda. It's going to be pretty rough out there. Grace is a bit closer to some areas. This is Jamaica here. Tropical storm Grace this morning. So it's strengthening, and this is expected. Notice it's got that look to it where it's going to continue to strengthen. This will pass south of Cuba, but right over Jamaica and head towards the Cayman Islands. So squally conditions there today with some heavy rain and some gusty winds at times, but not a hurricane. It is moving west. It's going to continue to move west. There's the latest track. Look what happens. Continues to strengthen. It'll get towards the Yucatan area, Cancun by late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning. Could be a hurricane near Cancun and Cozumel Thursday morning. While it doesn't show it, it will be very close to being a hurricane. So if you got plans down here, cruises, if you're flying down there, you need to watch the forecast closely. Passing over the land here will knock it back down, and then it's expected to emerge back out in the southwestern Gulf by Thursday night, and then should start to re-strengthen. How strong it gets in the southwest Gulf just depends on how much it gets knocked down. While it doesn't show a hurricane in here, I do think it will likely become a hurricane again in the southwestern Gulf, and they get close to making landfall by Saturday morning, move inland and dissipate. So this stays south of the United States, it looks like, and moves into Mexico. So overall, we will not feel any impact from that, of course. Reason for that track was we're watching that blocking high right there. That high pressure is actually going to get stronger over us. And this time of year, whenever you get a high pressure over you, it can steer these storms away, but it's going to have a trade-off. It's going to bring some hotter temperature. So we're going to go from the mid-90s through the middle of the week to the upper 90s at times by this weekend. So around 96 to 97 this weekend, and it's going to dry out. So we'll have some storms around today, tomorrow, and Thursday, but as we head into the weekend, it looks like it'll be mostly dry. So if you do have weekend plans, just plan for lots of heat, and it's going to be not a whole lot of rain. We might see 1 or 2 showers. It's summertime, but overall, I just don't think we're going to see much rain on Saturday and Sunday. Those 96s will feel much hotter. They'll feel like the triple digits to maybe 107 to 110 at times. So it is a reminder that it is still August, but that's the trade-off. No tropical weather, just staying hot, staying humid.